Hi, today's workout is a strength-based workout. So I'm going to use a kettlebell here. I've got an 8 kg kettlebell. You could use a lighter or heavier weight depending on your own strength and your own body, or else you could use some dumbbells. So you probably will want some weights for this workout. It's going to be about 30 to 35 minutes of work, and there's a little warm-up and cool down included. So what we'll do is we'll just do 5 minutes of warm-up, and then we'll get into some supersets where we're using our kettlebell, so have your weight ready. So let's just open up our chest and start to loosen up. So today our supersets are 2 exercises back to back, and we'll repeat those 2 exercises 3 times through, reaching over right and left here. So each group is repeated 3 times before we move on to the next group, and we've got 4 groups in total. Okay, let's do some alternating kicks here, and then we can reach towards our toes as well. So ready, reach, kick, kick. So as you warm up, first of all start low, just a little bit of a kick, and then as you become a bit looser, kicking up higher, reaching a little further, engaging your core, crunching. That's it. 10 seconds. So you don't have to rush through this workout too much. You want to take your time and really use that weight safely. Okay, let's squat here. Squat, touch the ground. Stand up with your hands touching the ground, stretch out the hamstring, and roll your body up, rolling your shoulders back. Do that again. Squat, stand touching the ground, roll up, let your back curl itself up there. One more time. Squat, touch the ground, stand, then roll up slowly, roll those shoulders back. Now push your bum back, lean forward, flat back, and we're just going to open up the chest this way, open up the back muscles, shoulders. So these are Y's and T's. T shape, Y shape. You can even come forward here, just opening everything up, loosening things up. Do some rows there. Feel free to adjust a little bit. If you need to loosen up areas where you feel tight, work on those areas in particular. Okay, let's stand back up again. 2 feet to one side. What we're going to do is step left and right as if you're stepping under a rope or a bar, opening up the hips here. That's it. Step right under, nice flat back, sitting back as you step across. Step tall. One more time here. Okay, let's just do some twists with the waist and add in opposite knee on every 3rd one. Knee crunch. So what you're doing here is you're engaging your core. As you bring that knee across to the opposite elbow, get that crunch in. Tighten up your back muscles here a bit. So this workout is focused on upper and lower body. It's not just one or the other. Okay, let's step out into a burpee. Step out, step in, and reach high. So you're not jumping, but you're doing all those motions. Squatting, getting into your plank, and then reaching up high. We won't be doing burpees today, but we will be in plank. We will be doing some squats and some shoulder presses. So all these motions are involved. Okay, let's do one more, and then stay in your plank here. Bring your foot up towards the outside of your hand for a Spider-Man crawl, back, and the other foot comes up. Now your foot may not come up this far, maybe you can reach up to here, wherever is comfortable, even if it's just a little tap. And as you loosen up, then you can come up a bit further. Don't push past where it feels right, because your hips may be tight. Okay, just one more each side and back on your feet then. Slowly come up onto your feet. Bring it from a squat all the way up to your toes. Squat back, up to toes. Squat, toes. As you squat, sit back. Reach to your toes, hold it there for a moment. Work on your balance for a moment here as you hold it up there. Reach nice and tall, fingertips up high. Exhale as you bring those fingers up to the sky and down. Okay, let's just step back behind us, alternating legs with a reverse lunge. You can add in your bicep curl here on the arms. Okay, we just have about 15 seconds here. Then we're gonna take it into power skips as we finish up the warm-up. Last one. Ready? Let's get those knees up. So light on our feet, warm up the calves, and bring the heart rate up slightly as we finish up here and get ready for the strength work. So this workout is about 40 minutes long in total. And I think it's a good standalone workout, but you could always do a walk afterwards, or you could add in a short high intensity session with it if you wanted. Okay, rest. Get your water, have it handy. Get your weight, and we will need a mat for our second group, but not for this first one. So I'll show you our first exercise. It's going to be a racked wide squat press. So you're going to put your weight over one shoulder, or squat down, pick up your weight, and you're going to rack it. Now if your weight is too heavy, you can always hold it between two hands, okay? But if you can, you're going to rack your weight, shoulders back, elbows back, feet wide, slightly wider than hip width apart, toes out, squat, press, squat, press, okay? We're just going to use one arm, and then we'll use the other one for the second round. Ready? Here we go. So 45 seconds of work here. You're not rushing too much. You want each repetition to be nice and strong. Then we have 15 seconds of rest, in which I'll quickly show you the next exercise, and you can set up and get ready. We've got a halo with a squat curl next. So if you know the halo, well actually a halo with the curl is the main thing. Squat is optional. So a bit more upper body focused for the next exercise. Using that one arm here, keeping your upper body upright. Okay, put the weight between two hands, turn it so it's facing upward. It's right in front of your chest. You're going to rotate it around your head, and then give me a bicep curl between the two hands, and then rotate the other way. Okay, when you're ready, let's go. So we just use that time to set up for the next exercise, and then we go. Now, if you want, you can add in an extra curl there, or an extra squat there, sorry. Focus on doing really good upper body work though. If you want to get a good arm workout in, sometimes leaving out that squat is better, because when you do the squat, you're kind of taking some of the work away from your arms. As you see here, you're kind of using the momentum to lift the weight. But here, my arms are forced to work that bit harder. So it really depends on your goals and what you want to accomplish. Okay, let's put the weight over, rack it over the other side. We're going to do our wide squat racked press here again. Ready? Let's go. Squat, press, Lifting that weight directly above your head. Lift and lower with control. No rush. Squeeze those glutes at the top of the movement. Okay, take your time here. Upper body should stay upright. You're not tilting over to lift that weight. If you find you are, maybe you need to just put the weight between the two hands right in front of your chest, like I suggested at the beginning, because it'll distribute the weight more evenly. Okay, well done. Third round, we're going to do half and half on each side. Let's do the second round of those halo curls. Ready? Let's go. Curl it around your head, and then bicep curl down and up. Now that bicep curl may be a bit difficult if the weight is too heavy, so listen to your body there, and if it is, just continue with the halo, and maybe you just do the odd bicep curl if you're feeling a strain in your upper back, neck, shoulders. That means they're having to take over the work, that your biceps aren't strong enough maybe for the weight you're lifting around your head. So just listen to your body. When you're combining exercises, you have to go with the weaker muscle. Last one here. Well done. Okay, rack your weight over on the first side again, and we're going to change arms halfway through. So let's get going here with our squat press. Squat. Halfway through, I'll tell you to change arms. Just focus on this side for now. Nice and controlled. Exhaling as you lift your weight above your head. And change sides after this one. So at the top of the movement here. Just continue then. Same thing. That's it. Squeeze the glutes. Nice strong legs. Let's get one more rep in here. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to our final round of those halo curls. When you're ready, let's go. Remember to start in one direction, and then after your curl, go in the other direction. Keeping those elbows as close to your head as possible. Halfway there. We get a minute transition time after this exercise between this and the next group. So you will need your mat for the next group. We're going to be doing some plank rows. So I'll show you that as you grab a drink of water and take a moment to recover. Let's get one more in here. Lovely, keeping your core nice and tight even as you finish up. Curl up. Okay, brilliant work. First group done. So take your minute recovery here. You can just walk around, light jog. Just get your mat. We have a plank next, and this is what we're doing. Our plank is on our hands. Nice strong plank from our toes to our hands. You're gonna have your weight right down underneath you. You're gonna row with one arm, put it down, row with the other, put it down, row. Okay, you get the idea? Then we're going to turn around to a glute bridge where we elevate the glutes, keep that bridge from our shoulders to our knee, and complete some chest presses with our weight. Okay, nice strong chest presses, controlling on the way up and on the way down. Okay, so let's get ready for that plank in about 5 seconds. On your toes, on your hands, pressing into the mat with one arm. Let's go. Row, So you're leading with your elbow, pressing into the mat with the other hand. Again, you're taking your time. Each movement should be strong and controlled. Continue back and forth between the two sides. Try not to tilt your hips very much. There's going to be slight movement there, but try to keep those hips towards the mat. Okay, round one done. Let's turn around for those glute bridge chest presses. Okay, when you're ready, elbows out, you can press. So that weight starts out just above your chest and lifts directly above your chest and controlled back down, never fully resting it. At the same time, your glutes are engaged and you're keeping that strong bridge from your shoulders to your knees. Squeeze your glutes. Try not to hyperextend the back like this. Keep it at a level where you're just squeezing the glutes to keep that bridge nice and strong. Controlled up, control down. Lovely, brilliant work. You can slowly lower your weight. We've got 2 more rounds with those same 2 exercises. So just turn it around, set yourself up, and when you're ready, you're gonna go. Okay? So you know what you're doing now. First round is always a bit of a practice round. By the 3rd round, you're a pro. So, if the weight becomes too heavy for you to lift, what you can do is you can make this a body weight exercise by just dropping the weight and rowing back with your arms, no weight. You can move a bit quicker through that motion. Okay, alternating sides, leading with your elbow again. Okay, turn around, glute bridge, carefully lift your weight up and go for that chest press as your bridge is held up nice and strong. Okay, make sure your feet are close enough to you that it takes the pressure off your knees. If you're feeling pressure on your knees, you probably need to adjust where your feet are, because the work should be in your glutes. Pressing into your heels and squeezing those muscles. Tightening everything up here. Last few seconds, well done. Okay, one more time. Let's turn around for that plank. We have 15 seconds in between, so just take your time and get started when you're ready. If it takes you a bit longer, no hassle. Just make sure you're doing each movement safely and correctly. And if you get 1 more second in one exercise and 1 less in another, it doesn't matter. Controlled breathing. This one is gonna take a lot of energy because you're supporting your whole body on that one hand as you lift the weight with the other. Last rep here. Brilliant. Okay, bridge. So I'm going to lie down. I'm going to carefully lift my weight above my chest, find my bridge, and start to press. Exhale as you lift up your weight. Inhale as you lower with control. Okay, lowering your weight is, that part of the exercise is just as important as the lifting. You get just as much out of it, so take your time and control it down. Last few seconds here, keep it strong. Okay, lower with control, put your weight to the side, lower those hips down, and well done. If you're halfway through the workout, you won't need your weight, your mat for the next group, so you can move it out of the way if you want. Okay, so group 3 is coming up. Take a quick drink if you need it. We've got some upper body and then we've got some squats. So upper body is going to be rolling your shoulders back, doing some bicep curls here. 3 reps if you can, 2 reps if your weight is too heavy for 3. Then you're going to do again 2 to 3 reps of your shoulder press, and most likely 1 less rep of the tricep extension because that's a weaker muscle, so 1 or 2. Again, you will need to listen to your body here to decide. Then we'll be putting our weight behind our heads and doing some squats like that. Okay, so just get ready for that first exercise, your bicep curl. Hold your weight like this, roll your shoulders back, engage your core, and let's go. 1, we're going to go for 3 reps, but as always, listen to your body, decide what to do based on the weight that you have available. I'm going for 3, 3, and 2, and I may adjust that as I go along because this muscle here, the tricep, is weaker. Okay, and then you control it down and start again. This is your shoulder press, and then tricep extension back. Elbows straight up. Control down. Okay, we're ending here on the bicep curl. I may start with the shoulder press next time. Holding your weight behind you like this now. And we're going to squat back. Okay, get that weight in behind your back. And sit back into your squat. Stand up, squeeze your glutes and press through those heels. Nice controlled squat. Control it down, hold for just a second, and back up again. Lovely. You're halfway there on this. Now, make sure your weight is in such a position that it's not straining your back or your neck at all. It's meant to just put the emphasis on the back of your body a bit. If it's uncomfortable there, feel free to just hold it in front of your chest or down by your side as an alternative. Okay, what we're going to do is bring that weight around carefully, like with the halo, and go back to our bicep curl, shoulder press, tricep extension. Ready? Let's go. I'm going to do 1 curl and then go into my shoulder press for 3. So we're going for 3 and then tricep extension. I'm going to do 2. Trying to listen to what feels challenging but not painful or like you're losing form on any exercise. I'm just going to do 1 here this time, then I'm going to go back. I can feel this weight is heavy for those triceps, so I'm going to do 2, 2, and 1 now, controlling it down all the way, and then bring my weight back around for my squat coming up now. Round 2 of squats. When you're ready, feet hip width apart, sit back and up. So You're coming down to about that 90-degree angle or so on your squat. Again, listening. Some people will find if they squat too deep, they will feel it in the lower back. So if you're finding squats give you lower back pain, maybe you're squatting a little bit too deep, your lower back takes over as you squat down further. So maybe just keep it a little more shallow. See how that feels? You can push your elbows back here, get a bit of a opening up your chest and upper back here. Last squat. Let's do one more. Lovely. Okay, bring that weight back around, down in front of you. Ready? Curl, press, extend. 2 for me. 2. This is round 3 of these. So take your time. You're really focusing on your upper body. If you want to work on your upper body muscles, this is a really good way of doing it. But you have to listen to your body, because otherwise you're going to hurt, strain things, and you won't be able to continue. Brilliant. Let's go for one more round of curl, press. Obviously you're probably working at a slightly different pace than me, but just complete your round, and then when you're done, set yourself up for your final round of squats here. I'm pressing my elbows back, just in line with my body, and then taking it into the squat. So my weight, it's being carried largely by my lower body there. My arms aren't having to do too much work, but again, feel free if you have a bit of a weakness in your upper body, maybe in your elbows, if it's feeling sore or tight there, just put your weight somewhere else and you'll still get the same amount of work out of it. It'll just work slightly differently. Great work here. Last few seconds. Take your time. Let's get 1 or 2 more squats in before we take 1 more minute to recover and set up for our last superset. Come on, let's get an extra 4, 3, 2, 1 in here. Okay, 1 minute and we start our new group, which is going to be Goblet, Curtsy Lunge. So you're going curtsy lunge back and across, and then you're doing a shoulder press after each set of lunges. 1, 2, shoulder press. Then you're going to open up the feet about hip width, bend over with a flat back, push the hips back, and you're going to be doing some single arm rows. We can change arms halfway through, or actually you could either step forward and back. That'll put a bit more emphasis on one leg, row with the other arm. That's a good option if you want to get a bit more leg work in. Okay, so 10 seconds and we're going to go with that curtsy lunge. So let's go, lift your weight up in front of your chest, get ready to step back and across. When you're ready, let's go. Shoulder press after each set of lunges. Focusing on outer thigh muscles here, glutes, the outside of your glutes. Step back far enough that you can really feel it in your glutes as you come up in that front leg. Pressing into that front leg to bring you up. Take your time. If you start to wobble like I did there, just take a moment. Maybe you're going a bit fast and you need to readjust. 1 more. Last one, and then going into that 1 arm row. I'm putting my weight in my right arm. Left leg is forward. Back leg is there for support. Chest comes forward, flat back, and I'm going to row, okay? Leading with my elbow. Now, if you want to, if your weight is too heavy to do the whole set on one arm, you can change halfway through, or you can stay on this one side. So it's just about halfway now if you do want to change. If you're happy to continue on this one side, then we'll do the other one next time. Control it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was tough at the end. Okay, back to those goblet curtsy lunges. Lift your weight with control. 2 feet together. When you're ready, stepping back and across, and press. Let's go. You could use 2 dumbbells or just 1 dumbbell between the 2 hands instead of kettlebell here. Or an alternative. Obviously, many of these exercises could be done without a weight at all. Like this one, just put your hands behind your head, pressing your elbows back for some upper body work. And then when we're doing the bicep curls, that's one where you'd need to maybe do a plank or something instead. Okay, brilliant. Let's put the other leg forward this time. My right leg is forward, my back leg is supporting, leaning forward with my chest flat back, and row, row. Okay, nice flat back. Tight core. You want to be pressing your weight into your front heel. Take the pressure off your back. Okay, lift, lower with control. Lift, lower. Okay, you're not in a rush. And you're just about halfway there, just over halfway. On the 3rd round, we will change halfway through. So we're moving into our last set here. Okay, well done. Let's go back to that curtsy lunge one more time. Weight up, shoulders back, tight core. When you're ready, you're going to step back and across. Let's go. Back and across, press. And go again. Keeping your upper body upright. Easy to feel like tilting over when you're going from one side to the other. But that's extra work for your core as you keep everything nice and upright. Let's go for a couple more. Okay, you're just about done here. If you want, you can get one last one in. Okay, this time, feet are hip width apart. Weight is straight down in front of you. Again, flat back, push your bum back, and you're gonna roll like this, okay? So weight comes up to your shoulder. See my stance there? That's it, you're just almost halfway there. So here you're gonna change hands and then just continue on the other side. Okay, using those arm muscles to lift your weight. Your legs really aren't helping much here at all. Okay, so lower with control, lead with your elbow on the way up. 5 seconds. And release. Okay, we're going to bring it down slowly. Let's just march it out for a few seconds before we start to stretch. Opening up your chest. Well done. So that's your strength work for today done. You're welcome to take a few minutes and then do a little bit of HIIT work, or if that suits your training plan. Now if it doesn't, just be happy with what you did today. Don't try to fit in more. If you want to build strength and muscle at the moment, you don't need to be doing another thing on top of this. Keep it nice and steady and slow and focus on form. Let's just hold one foot here for a quad stretch. Again, it's tempting to mix in HIIT or high intensity training into everything, but always think about your training goals if that suits your plan. Other side, push your hips forward slightly here. Again, trying to feel where you need the stretch most is important when you're stretching. Hold on to something if you need to. Let's plant the feet, reach down towards our ankles, hug the legs with our arms, bring your chest close to your legs and just hold it there. Nice static stretch. Clasp your hands behind you, staying in that hamstring stretch, and let your hands fall towards your shoulders. Drop your head and neck and loosen everything. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly come up. One foot forward, one back. Reach towards your toe and lift up the toe this time. So you're continuing that stretch in the hamstring, but bring your calf into it a bit. Sitting back, roll it up. Same thing on the other side. Bring that toe up towards you a little more to deepen the stretch in the hamstring. Okay, roll it up. Let's sit into a figure 4 squat, so hold on to something if you need to. And here we're stretching out the glute. Okay, so often we do this stretch sitting or lying down, but this is a nice quick way to get into this same position. Sit into it, flex this foot that's on top to get that glute stretch. Same thing on the other side. Again, feel free to hold on to something for balance, flexing this foot. Sit back into that squat. Okay, into your last minute of your stretch here. You did great work, well done. Hope you feel good after doing that workout, and feel free to repeat that later on in the week if you want to work on those same muscles again. Okay, chest or arm across your chest here, stretching your shoulder and the back of your arm. Drop your arm down away from your chin a little bit. Hold it tight. Release. Other side. Taking some breaths and releasing slowly to bring your heart rate down, to allow the blood flow where it needs to. Okay, relax. Hands behind your head. Press those elbows back and push back with your head. Nice stretch there to finish off. Looking one way, rotating one way, rotating the other. Reaching up high and press those arms down as you roll your shoulders back then. Well done, your workout's complete and have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.